Apocalyptic scenes on the streets of Minneapolis. Fires burning in the distance, and police line up in riot gear to fend off looters and protesters. The second night of violence after these images appeared of a black man, George Floyd, being pinned to the ground by a police officer's knee.
Man, I can't breathe, my face. I can't breathe.
He's heard pleading, "I can't breathe, please, I can't breathe." But the officer persisted, and the man, who was unarmed and suspected of forging a banknote, later died. It took just 9 minutes.
They executed my brother in broad daylight. People had to film that. People had to see that. People pleaded for his life. They have pain. They have the same pain that I feel. I want everything to be peaceful.
But the scenes on the streets weren't peaceful, as anger turned to rage at yet another killing of a seemingly innocent black American at the hands of white police. As dawn broke, the carnage more like a war zone. An Aldi store smashed open, the charred remains of a Wendy's restaurant, a liquor store destroyed.
Think about somebody with their knee on your neck and you're struggling to breathe and they won't remove it until you suffocate. Well, that is the last minutes of George Floyd's life. And it's just, in a word, murder.
That's the word scrawled on the pavement outside the house of the police officer who used his knee, an unauthorized technique, to pin down 46-year-old George Floyd. Black and white Americans joined together in their grief and anger.
I think we're all tired of this. This is almost like an everyday thing, it seems like, and action is necessary, change is necessary.
Even the city's mayor asked why the police officer, seen by millions on social media, had not been arrested.
If you had done it, or I had done it, we would be behind bars right now. And I cannot come up with a good answer to that question.
It's a question that's been asked in this country so many times before. In 2014, when the unarmed teenager Michael Brown from Missouri was shot and killed by a white police officer. And after the death of Eric Garner, who also cried out, "I can't breathe," as a police officer gripped his arm round the man's neck. And now these scenes in Minneapolis of mourners gathering at a makeshift memorial will also be consigned to history, praying for another black man who died at the hands of another white police officer while pleading for his life.